Welcome. Welcome to Klezmer on the Roof. Klezmer on the Roof? What's that? Well, some of you may well have been to Klezmer in the Park. It happens every September at Regent's Park Bandstand. It's an annual free celebration rooted in the klezmer music, which originated in the East European Jewish communities around 200 years ago. And these days, it's in rude and riotous health right across Europe, across the United States and further afield. Klezmer in the Park, produced by the Jewish Music Institute, has been a musical sharing across the diverse cultures of London. But due to the current regulations surrounding the pandemic, this year there can be no Klezmer in the Park. So, we've taken the festival online. Yes, indeed. And thanks to the quick thinking of Jewish Music Institute Chair Jennifer Jankel, it has become Klezmer on the Roof. It's going out on Soho Radio, produced in partnership with the Jewish Music Institute as a simulcast, which you can also watch on the JMI YouTube channel, on the Jewish Chronicles Facebook pages, and even on the JMI website. And of course, it will be available after this transmission on all those platforms whenever you want to see or hear it again. I'm Max Reinhardt, and over the next 2 hours, join me on our Klezmer rooftop. We have some stunning performances from three stellar bands, the Turbans, Shekoyach, and Frank London's Klezmer Brass Allstars. And I'll also be talking to some of the musicians about their music, about their current exile from live performance, and doubtless much else. But first things first, I'm going to have a chat with Noah Lachman, who has been a lead producer of the Klezmer in the Park event over the last 2 decades. You are Noah Lachman, I do believe.
Yes, hello. Welcome to Klezmer on the Roof.
Yeah, that is where we are, Klezmer on the Roof. And we've worked together for many years, at least 10,
Yes.
on Klezmers in the Park.
So the whole idea of Klezmer in the Park is that it is a inclusive event. So people can come to listen to music, and they can listen to varieties of music. So it's very nice to be able to enjoy both the traditional and the more world music. At the same time, we wanted the event to be inclusive for children. So families can come for the day, sit with the children. The children can have something to do.
So it's almost time to say goodbye to you and say hello to the rest of this show and the artists and what we're celebrating. But just tell me, so over the years, what's been your favourite moment?
Love the spontaneous dancing and the spontaneous joy that I see in the audience. It's the moment when a band on the stage just takes over the whole park and everybody's glued and totally mesmerised by what's happening on stage. These are the moments which I find most amazing at Klezmer in the Park.
But thank you very much, Noah, for all you've done over the years. And let's hope that Klezmer in the Park, or Klezmer somewhere, our annual festival, has a place somewhere in the live experience of London.
Well, maybe 2021. I would keep an eye on the date. We'll soon publish the date, and hopefully we will be able to have an outdoors event. Yes, that's right. Hopefully we'll be able to have an outdoor event in 2021. So, see you there.
Okay, thanks very much for talking to me.
Thank you, Max.
Or actually, thank you very much for joining us. There are two people from the Turbans. There are two Maxes, but I'll explain it all to you. You know I'm Max Reinhardt. And the man with the biggest moustache in the room, yep, that's you, is Oshan Mahoney. And he is one of the founder members, I do believe, of the Turbans. And one of the more recent members to have joined the Turbans, I do believe, is Max Tredovitsky. That's my attempt at saying your name. Now you can say your name, Max.
Recent is a nice definition for 10 years, yes.
Well, there's nothing like a bit of research accuracy, and you'll get nothing like a bit of research accuracy from me. Anyway,
it started a bit further east. It started in Kathmandu in Nepal, actually. We met by chance on the streets there, and we ended up cycling around Nepal and India together, playing little instruments that were, an Indian guitar, which they're not quite the same quality as the the Spanish ones, or what's Darius's violin?
It's probably
very special maker or something.
Was it Chinese violin? Yeah.
He was on a Chinese violin.
Yeah, it was an expensive Chinese
great.
violin. No, he's probably got a Strad. And have you not sent us a specially recorded performance, which you made in the hills outside Jerusalem?
Yeah,
so
a lovely neighborhood suburb of Jerusalem called En Karem, which is actually a very symbolic location, because as our band is also a mix of different cultures, also this old village in the hills of Jerusalem, now it's incorporated in Jerusalem itself, is a mixed village of Muslims, Christians, and Jewish people who have been living there for centuries together. So you can find synagogues, you can find mosques, you can find churches, all of them living together peacefully.
We honestly, it's been a very interesting time because I feel like as musicians, we work so hard. I mean, that might sound like a cliche thing to say, but our lives are constantly on the road, away from our friends and family, no sleep, not enough food, bad places to sleep, all these sort of, it's a difficult life. And all of a sudden, we've all had this break. We've had a chance to sort of reconnect with ourselves. And it's such an empowering thing, you know, speaking to the other guys. You know, it's sad because everybody wants to be playing music. We would never want to stop doing that. But to have a chance to actually be, just to be, we haven't had a chance to do that for years. So everyone's in really good spirits, and Max is writing the next album on that guitar behind us. Is that fretless guitar, Max?
The frets are coming off very soon.
The frets are coming off. But you know, when Gil asked us to do this show, and in all the previous years, and I'm sure Max too will agree with me on this, we love Klezmer in the Park so much, Max. It's always been an honor for us to play there, and the vibe is like no other festival we play. There's never that spirit, you know.
Got to give a shout out to the very nice ladies who are providing us with food backstage there, and the security guys who are amazing.
Yeah, they're serious.
They're serious. But the chocolate brownies is the real reason we come back every year. Yeah.
Oh
Good morning, Shakoyach, or two members of Shakoyach, Susie.
Hello.
Hi, and Chidem.
Good morning.
Now, Shakoyach has been going for almost 20 years now, and it is one of the most amazing bands who play klezmer, I'd say in the world, but I notice a lot of critics just say in the UK. But of course you are UK based, and you are children in many ways of Klezfest, is that true?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not so young anymore, but
Neither am I.
we formed in 2001 at what I think was the first ever Klezfest.
We met at SOAS. I mean, I knew about the band before we met. I had seen them at Euston Square playing outside a couple of years before I joined in. And I remember being really impressed by the band and I wishing to be part of it. And then a couple of years later, there I was. I mean, this was 12 years ago. Here I am, very happy to be part of Shakoyach, performing, all these, the whole repertoire that we perform. I learned lots of things. It's a joy to be on stage with Shakoyach.
So interestingly enough, in this one song, the Teker Zol Amasa, is a song about wild goats and unmarried women. And the four of us, the four women on stage, we go to the front and we feel like we're dominating what's happening. And it's a very powerful song. It's about, it's got this rhythm, very Turkish rhythm, very strong. And Christina in particular, playing the davul or the tapa.
Yeah.
She's right at the front of the stage, really like playing this drum. And I'm playing the bagpipes, which makes it even more powerful, I think. Yeah. and Chidem, and it's an incredible song.
It's from southwest region, southwest coast of Turkey. It's a very mountainous area, full of goats, billy goats in the mountains, who has a specific like jumps or movements or dance, if you like, when they, during the mating season. So the genre takes inspiration from that, the rhythm, the dance, and everything, the music. So and usually, I mean, the songs have varied subjects, but this one is about women from a village not wanting to stay, remain in the village, but getting out of there and having something different, and not having to marry someone from that village, but open horizons, have something else, and preference is a musician.
Susie Evans and Chidem Aslan, as representatives of the wonderful band Shakoyach, thanks very much for talking to us, and thanks very much for giving us these performances for Klezmer on the Roof. Hope to see you live next year.
Yeah. Thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
That doesn't constitute a contract. I don't issue the contract.
Thank you. We are Shakoyach. We come from London. And for our next song, we would like to welcome to the stage Chidem Aslan.
What a band indeed. You just heard Szkoich performing at the Panonica Festival in Poland, and that's a glittering part of our Klezmer on the Roof celebration. This year's online version of Klezmer in the Park, brought to you by Soho Radio and the Jewish Music Institute. Top of our bill and coming to us from New York are the Frank London Klezmer Allstars. I'm about to have a chat with Frank himself, and I'm truly looking forward to meeting an iconic artist, which is what he is. But first, a little background on one of New York's finest contemporary musicians. Frank's a trumpet virtuoso, a band leader, a composer, an in-demand sideman, a teacher, a scholar, a musicologist, and an all-round great human being. A real mensch. He's a founder member of the Emmy Award-winning Klezmatics, who have bestrode the world like the Colossus of Klezmer that they are for over 3 decades. The punk street children of the Klezmer revival. It is they who spearheaded the rise of Klezmer as an important element in world music. But he's also co-founded bands like Hasidic New Wave, Shekinah Big Band, the Astro-Hungarian Glass House Orchestra, and he's familiar with makams and rags, with styles and rhythms from Naya Bingi to salsa, with jazz from trad to free. He's been musical director for David Byrne and for the Avant Opera of Robert Wilson. He's played with Youssef Nador, Angelique Kidjo, Mel Torme, Allen Ginsberg, Lester Bowie, Iggy Pop, and Maurice Elmedioni. And that's just skimming the surface, really, of his stunning achievements. 7 years ago, he joined us at Klezmer in the Park with his Frank London Klezmer All-Stars. That was him leading the cream of UK klezmer players, and it brought the house down. Today, for Klezmer on the Roof, he's bringing us a film of a stunning set, which his Klezmer Brass All-Stars and special guests performed over in New York very recently. So, let's hear all about it from the man himself, Frank London. Hi, I'm Max Reinhardt.
And I'm Frank London here in New York City. The concert on the roof was a very practical way. This was the first time we had come together to play. We couldn't stand too close to each other. We couldn't be indoors without circulating air. We needed to be outdoors, and we wanted people to get the sense of New York City. So the way we did that, you can see the skyscrapers in the background. And what I'd like to point out that people can't see, but if the camera had gone to the edge of the roof and looked on the street, this was not only during the pandemic, but during the time of the Black Lives Matter protests and the police reaction against them. And while we were playing, there was literally a procession on the street with people chanting and police surrounding them. And we're sitting here playing our music, and we had thought the roof would be a quiet spot, but you'll hear during some of the songs the sound of helicopters because there are police helicopters circling overhead because of the protest marches down below. And so I think what we have, due to the excitement of people playing together, the frustration of not being able to play together or play live or tour, the anger at the tragedy of people dying and getting sick, and the ecstasy of making music, there's an incredible energy in the concert that I don't even think we noticed when we were playing. And I only got it when I watched the film afterwards. I was like, oh my God, everyone is like this because of everything that's going on.
And now, let us see Klezmer on the Roof. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Enjoy the movie.
Bye, Frank. Yeah.
Okay,
Have a good week. Bye-bye. Stay well. Wash your hands.
Vitaichu Kohani, Yakshamacha. Welcome to the city of Manhattan with Frank London and the Klezmer Brass Allstars. Shalom Aleichem, we're thrilled to be with you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4!
in these curious, curious times. Please welcome the amazing star of stage and screen, Miss Eleanor Rizzo. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Shalom Aleichem. It's great to be here. The topic of this song is money. Money, money, money. For money, you can buy information. For money, something small becomes big. For money, the innocent are stuck in prison. For money, murderers are set free. Für Geld könnt ihr kaufen Gewissen. Für Geld jeder Gu nicht wird groß. Für Geld sitzen Menschen in Twiese. Für Geld lost man mehr der Reus. Für Geld sind ihr bei jeder Taille. Für Geld hat euch jeder lieb. Für Geld könnt ihr laufen in Feier. Und für Geld gehst die Gleiche in Krieg. Als für Geld, nur für Geld, aber es alle Sommer. Als für Geld, nur für Geld, kann man als verkümmern. Es ist keine Sache, Schwerberei, als ihre Geld und ihr seid reich. Oi weh, das ganze Welt hat lieber ein bisschen Geld. Money, money, money. For money, someone ugly becomes beautiful. For money, a fool can become president of a particular nation that borders Canada and South America. For money, someone has enough charm, and for money, you don't have to be any smarter than you already are. For Geld wird von mies schön, für Geld wird man fanatisch clean. Für Geld hat ihr bei jeder Fein, für Geld hat ihr Seichel geniegt. Für Geld ist die größte Koteletten, für Geld ist dein Leben ganz fein. Für Geld fuhrt in weiße Karetten, und für Geld trinkst du besten Wein. Als für Geld, nur für Geld, ob es alle so mehr. Als für Geld, nur für Geld, kann man als verkümmern. Es ist keine Sache, Schwerberei, als ihre Geld und ihr seid reich. Heu weh, das ganze Welt hat lieber ein bisschen. An older woman can buy a young friend. For money, he calls her pussycat mommy. For money, he gives her compliments and kisses her hand and buys her presents. But without money, he sends her straight to Can ein altitschke Dame kaufen ma junginke Freund. Für Geld sucht der Ketzerle Mame. Für Geld kischt der Bucher ihr Hand. Für Geld kauft der Rierschein Präsenten. Für Geld sucht gitte Saat. Für Geld dir Komplimenten. Und Geld schickt sie tief in Reihe. Als für Geld, nur für Geld, aber es alle so mehr. Als für Geld, nur für Geld, kann man als verkümmern. Es ist keine Sache, Schwerberei, als ihre Geld, denn ihr seid reich. Oi, weh, das ganze Welt hat lieber ein bisschen song now. To me, it's like the most romantic song that was written in Yiddish. And I'm going to do a quick little translation for my friends in Poland, especially for my friends in Bilgoraj and Szczyżów, where my parents were from. In the song, they say, my stomach is all upset. I'm completely confused. This is how I normally am, but these are actually the lyrics in the song. And I can't think. My tongue is dead. My complexion is red. I don't know how to express myself because you are in all four quadrants of my heart. You are as bright as the moon and as shiny as the stars. Der Moich is mir zermischt. Ich geh achim zurecht. Ich weiß allein nicht, was ich will. Ich schäm sich, ich bin reut. Der Zing bei mir ist teut. Ich kann nicht sagen, was ich will. Du bist da rein zu mir in Harzenhof Quartier. Ich tracht wie zu sagen dir, als du bist. You can do this wherever you are. It's like Jewish Pilates. Schön wie die Levone, lichtig wie die Sterne, von Himmel am Matane, bist du zu mir geschehen. Mein Glück hab ich gewinnen, wenn ich hab dich gewinnen. Du scheinst wie 1000 Sinnen, hast du mein Herz beglückt. Deine Schändele, weiße Perle, mit deinen schönen Augen, deine Hemdele, deine Heere, hast mich zugezeigt, schön wie die Levone, lichtig wie die Sterne, von Himmel am Matane, und bist du mir geschehen. This is a song about falling in love. There are so many different ways, right, that you are attracted to someone. Sometimes your eyes lock and you know that that's the right person. Sometimes you touch their hands and you feel the electricity. But sometimes when you know it's really the right person, it's because you've tasted their delicious borscht. Borscht nicht gegessen, noch Satam nicht gefühlt. Ich kann und dir mein Leben nicht vergessen, weil ich hab dich lieb. Ich kann und dir mein Leben nicht vergessen, weil ich hab dich lieb. Tell me, bitte, du schon you in Naden, mein Mann wird verkäufen dich die, in ich will das Geld dir zählen, weil ich hab dich lieb. Jo, jo, ich will das Geld dir zählen, weil ich hab dich lieb. Komm, ich geht dir durch ein you in ihr Rest, mein Seite ist gewähnt, aber wo mir beide Chassene haben, weil ich bin schon alt im Kopf. Oh, 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 wo mir beide Chassene haben, weil ich bin schon alt im Kopf. Ai, 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 Bosch nicht gegessen, ich hab noch Satam nicht gefühlt. Ich kann dir mein Leben nicht vergessen, weil ich hab dich lieb. No, no, ich kann dir mein Leben nicht vergessen, weil ich hab dich lieb. Ai, 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 ai. Do widzenia. Pójdź do domu spać.
next song is a song of love. It is the raunchiest song I know, and it says that you are so sweet that you're like a piece of sugar, and if you'd only let me, I would bite you into pieces. Wenn ich gebe Kick auf dir, seh ich tausend Sinnen, in wurstet sich in als bei mir, ist leicht durchs Ziege finden. Bis die mit mir ist, mir geht, die ganze Welt ist meine, jede Schuh ist am Minute, wenn ich kick in die Augen deine. Bei Tag, bei Nacht, oi tracht dich Mamele von dir, zieh ich es, zieh ich Schlaf, oi stehst die vor die Augen mir. Oi Gewalt bist die siehst wie ein Stück Ziegen, wenn die was mich nur gelost, sie beißt dich auf Stücken, weil die bist schön, in die hast kein in die Augenbräune Farben, die Bäckerlach, die Lippelach, ihr könnt doch mal mehr Phase starben, neu Gewalt, bis die siehst wie ein Stück Ziegen. Schreie in der Früh, nur ich kann's mich beruhigen, weil keiner kennt mich nicht wie die, heu Mittag ist der Quick. Ich wusste soll's nicht hin mit sich, hast die kein Chassun, also wie die gefinden nicht, mir soll die Welt euch vor. Bei Tag, bei Nacht, heu tracht Tatteleffen dir, zieh es, zieh Schlaf, euch stehst die vor die Augen mir. Oi, Gewalt bist die siehst wie ein Stück Ziegen, wenn die was mit nur gelost, sie beißige dich aufstiegen, weil die bist schön, in die hast rein, in die Augenbräune Farben, die Bäckerlach, die Lippelach, man kann doch mal mehr Phase starben, neu Gewalt, bis die siehst wie ein Stück Ziegen.
Dear friends, please welcome to the rooftop to our concert for you, the amazing Sarah Gordon.
Who knows one? I know one. What can I believe in? I can believe in a few small miracles. The miracle of freckles, the blood red of a split open plum. That is what I can believe in. song about Shabbos from the amazing Yontif Erlich Badchin across the bridge in Williamsburg, who wrote about Shabbos being for anybody who wants it. It doesn't matter if there's a shul or if there isn't. Even the animals can have Shabbos.
Liebe Jeden, sich will echt erzählen, und wird sein zufrieden, sehr schon mit dem. Die Meise hat getroffen, will echt so genoffen, sagt es beim Bayrisal, sagt es beim Hashem. Sich neune Lebroche, wir lesen die Aloche, als Ort die Meluche, ob sie beide gut gekannt. Die Schäne machen singen, die Wasser machen springen, die Mämmel machen singen, und watschen mit die Hände, oi, 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 freilich Jeden, will taufen sein zufrieden, mit unser Beure, mit sein Teure, glücklich seine Sache, und mir gläubig, als der von Neuben, hat gegeben, hoi, hoi, zu sich, zadig im Lach, oi, 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 der Zadig ist am Molle, gegangen, Bauch und Toll, mit Chassidim, mit Talmidim, aber stimmt es so, oi, 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 zum Shabbos auf der Welt, heute mit dem Welt, mit Kabel sein, dem Liebe Shabbos auf der Sinn gestellt, oi, Kalle, der Shabbos ist für alle, der Schocken schon, der Schocken, oh, mit Kindern ist der Schock, komm, Kalle, es war Nacht für alle, oi, Kalle, oi, Nacht, ich hab es nicht verloren. Zadig singt da nigen, und es ist einfach geniegen, es kommen zu die Ziegen, sie haben nicht kein Ruhm, die Kälber lacht die Kleine, die Schöpse lacht die Schäne, und jeder gleich noch eine, regen sie sich zu, gekommen seinen alle, behält er bis auf Kalle, wir sind im Zadig tanzen, behält er sein Gesang, etwas nimmt sie ziehen, und etwas nimmt sie fliehen, etwas nimmt sie fliehen, die Kabel lage lang, oi, 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 Kalle, der Shabbos ist für alle, die Schöpse lacht die Ziege, lacht die Kumpf von um und um, und sie kicken, und sie blicken, und von Geißen Wagen, ich mir riegelt den Arm, oi, 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 etwas hat spielt, der Lärmo was kriegt, die Weger lacht die Herze lacht die so, oi, 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 ein Tummel angeläuft, die Kapple läuft verläuft, und zu Fiesler auf die Fiesler regen sie sich aus, tanz, tanz, Siegen, einfach geliegen, auf die Fiesler in der Stelle, wie schön es ist zu sein, Schopf ohne Rinder, wie die kleine Kinder, alle singen, alle springen, jeder wie er kennt. Guck nur in der Heuche, die Sterne kommen heuch, und sie glatten und sie tanzen auf der weißen Reuch. Oi, 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 seht nur, wer es flieht, die Fliegler ist gezieht, Meluchen kommen zu der Zadig und sie tanzen mit. Komm, komm, Kalle, es warten nach dir alle, wer es gläubt in Shabbos ist der Shabbos waren da. Komm, komm, Kalle, es warten nach dir alle, Boi, Kalle, Boi, nach dem Shabbos nicht dabei. Ja, 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 ja,
Please welcome to our favorite rooftop in all of Manhattan, the prince of kosher gospel music, all the way from New Jersey, Mr. Joshua Nelson. Yes. 1, 2, 3, then.
Hine
synagogue, we sing it just a little bit differently. We name my toe, oh my life. Observant Jew, I want to pray to God and he through and sing the song of Zion. And I don't want to be moaning or crying. I want to dance the Torah. Sit down with my rabbi and study the Torah. Yeah, yeah. Today, tomorrow, and the world will come. To study my traditions, yeah, and learn my religion. Where to fill in on my head and to pray. Light the candles for Shabbat's day. Oh, I look to the east, pray for peace. Israel, the world, and the Middle East. Yeah, yeah. Today, tomorrow, and the world will come. A day of peace for everyone. I want to be a more observant Jew. I want to dance to Hashem and sing the song of Zion. And I don't want to be moaning or crying. I want to dance the whole night. Sit down with the rabbi and study the Torah. Today, tomorrow, and the world will come. A day of peace for everyone. Urge you to study my traditions and learn my religion. Where to fill in on my head and hand to pray. Lighting those candles for Shabbat's day. I look to the east and pray for peace. Israel, the world, and the Middle East. be a better Jew today, toward that messianic age. We are all children of different paths, so come together in life. Jews, Christians, Buddhists, Hindus, Muslims, everyone, before the setting of that eastern sun. Today, tomorrow, and the world to come. A day of peace for everyone. I want to be a Mohammedan Jew. I want the diamonds of Hashem and sing the songs of Zion. And I don't want to be more than a crying. I want to dance the horror. Sit down with my rabbi and study the Torah. Yeah. Today, tomorrow, and the world to come. A day of peace for every.
Thank you very much. It's been an amazing day here in Manhattan. We love playing for you so much. And we'd like to thank the entire Brass All-Stars we have. On drums, Mr. Aaron Alexander. On tuba, Ron Caswell. On accordion, Ilya Schneiders. Guitar, Amanda Siegel.
Now that is a total joy. Frank London's Klezmer Brass All-Stars from a rooftop somewhere in Manhattan. And now it's time for us to leave this Klezmer on the Roof simulcast. But you'll be able to see and hear it online whenever you wish, on Soho Radio, on the Jewish Music Institute's YouTube channel or their website, and also on the Jewish Chronicles Facebook pages. Time to say thank you now. Thanks to our 3 outrageous bands for ripping it up so brilliantly in a klezmer style. They were the Turbans, Shekoyach, and Frank London's Klezmer All-Stars. Thanks to all of our talking heads. Thanks to our producers, Soho Radio and the JMI. Thanks to our media partners, the Jewish Chronicle and Jewish Renaissance magazine. Special thanks to Jennifer Jankel, chair of the JMI, and Will Fitzpatrick at Soho Radio for making this happen. And of course, thanks to you for joining me. I've been Max Reinhardt. You've been getting your kicks at Klezmer on the Roof. Next year, catch your Klez live in the park. Well, we devoutly hope so. Till then, farewell.